Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you all are happy and healthy. So my dear students, today we will learn our new topic, successor and predecessor. Successor and predecessor. Okay. So in successor and predecessor, first we will learn what is successor. Okay. What is successor? Now, see what is successor. Successor is the number which immediately comes after a particular number, that is called its successor. See, in successor, the successor of a whole number is the number obtained by adding 1. By adding 1. Okay, so in successor, the successor of a whole number is the number obtained by adding 1. Okay, adding 1 to it. Okay, see for example, what is the successor of 1? What is the successor of 1? So, for the successor of a whole number, that is, we have to add 1. We have to add 1. So, if we add 1 in 1, so that is what? That is 2. So, the successor of 1 is 2, because this is the number 1, and if I ask the successor of 1 is, so we have to add 1 to a number, so that is the successor. So successor of 1 is 2. Okay, now see the next example, 11. This is the number 11, and what is the successor of 11? So for finding out the successor, we just add 1 to a number. We just add 1 to a number. So 11 plus 1 is what? The successor of 11 is 12. We have the number 11. For finding out the successor, we just add 1 to a number. So 11 plus 1 is 12. So the successor of 11 is 12. So like this we can find out the successor of the number by adding just 1. Suppose we have the number 64. And we have to find out the successor of 64. So we have to add 1 in 64. Then we get the successor of 64. So what is the successor of 64? We have to add 1 in 64. Then 64 plus 1 is 65. So, the successor of 64 is 65. So, like this we can find out successor of more number. Okay, now see, the next is predecessor. Predecessor. So, what is the meaning of predecessor? Yes? See, the number which comes just before a particular number, that is called a predecessor. So pre means pehle. So that means the number just come before a particular number, that is a predecessor. So predecessor is the number comes just before a particular number, that is a predecessor. The predecessor of a whole number is 1 less than the given number. 1 less than. less than the given number. So if the number is 1, so predecessor is just less than the 1. So we have to subtract 1, and then what we get? We get the number 0. So the predecessor of 1 is 0. So we have to less one number. So then we get the predecessor of 1 is 0. Okay? See, the predecessor of 2 is, because the predecessor of the number we have to just subtract 1. So predecessor of 2 is 1, because we have to subtract 1 from 2. So then we get the predecessor of the number 2 is 1. Okay? See, predecessor of 11 is, we have to subtract 1. Then we get the predecessor of 11 is 10. The predecessor of 11 is 10, because we have to just subtract 1 from a number. Suppose we have a number 98 and we have to find out the predecessor of the number 98. So we have to subtract 1, then we get the predecessor of 98 is 97, because we have to just subtract 1 from a number. Okay? So my dear students, this is all about the concept of successor and predecessor. In successor we just add 1, and predecessor we just subtract 1 to a number. Okay? So my dear students, this is all about the concept of successor and predecessor. So keep practicing, keep learning. Jazakallahu khair. Allah Hafiz.